Hey everybody, welcome back. And today I want to do a phone battle between the tried and the proven Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, arguably the best Android phone ever made, and the best of what Apple offers, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Which phone is really the king of 2024? Let's get right into it. I usually start with the build quality, but I wanted to zoom out and get the whole picture. What better way than with the camera comparison, right? Laugh loudly at the clever segue. Okay, hold on a second. Hey, zoom out? Are you serious? You can't think of anything better than that? What? It was a good joke. Hey, how much does Santa pay for his sleigh? Oh my gosh. Nothing. It was on the house. We'll use that in the next video. So both of these phones are going to take incredible photos. And here's a spec sheet comparison for those of you who want to dig right into the details. But for me, I just care about how the pictures look to my own two eyes. Because the camera hardware doesn't take into account all the image processing that's happening in the background. Here is a quick comparison in a variety of scenarios. Let me know down below which phone do you like best. I personally think that one of them has the edge overall. $4K 30 with the 16 Pro Max. Two times, 5 times, all the way in with 15 times digital zoom, back to 1, 0.5 wide angle, back to 1, filming 4K 30 with the S24 Ultra. I'm going to zoom in on that box. This is 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, 20 times digital zoom, back to 1, 0.6 wide angle, back to 1. I could talk about the build quality of each, but both are incredible. One significant area where they differ, however, is the screen. On the 16 Pro Max, you're getting a 6.9-inch screen this year because they were able to reduce the bezel very slightly, which gives you a 91.4% screen-to-body ratio. But you're essentially getting the same exact resolution with the 460 ppi that you got from last year. Also, you're getting 2000 nits of peak brightness. Now, moving on to the S24 Ultra, in my opinion, there is no comparison. It wins hands down. You're getting a slightly smaller screen at 6.8 inches, and this comes to a screen-to-body ratio of 88.5% compared to the iPhone's 91.4%. But you're getting a higher screen resolution as well at more PPI of 505 versus the 460 of the iPhone. On top of that, you're getting a peak brightness of 2600 nits, which is much appreciated for the Florida sun that I see all the time. And to me, a feature that could be a potential deal breaker this year is Samsung's anti-reflective coating on the screen. I have praised this feature over and over again, but as time goes on and as I see more and more phones on my desk, I immediately notice just how beautiful the Galaxy screen really is. The iPhone screen is still great, but it didn't make any real improvements from last year, and in my opinion, it's a solid 8 out of 10. Compared to the 10 out of 10 that I would give to Samsung. Samsung, you really did something incredible with that anti-reflective coating. I hope more phones can adopt this feature and make it even better. And for all you mad lads who don't use headphones, here is a speaker test comparison. And when it comes to haptics, I always feel that it's something that's important that most reviewers really don't cover. So here's a comparison. Going into the battery, both of these phones are going to be similar, but one phone does have the edge. The iPhone 16 Pro Max has a 4,685 mAh battery, which is an appreciated increase from last year. And with the S24 Ultra, you're getting a 5,000 mAh battery. But how's the real world use? Obviously, it's going to be very based on what you do with your phone. I would say on average, I get 7 to 8 hours of screen on time with my S24 Ultra, which is a little worse than I used to get. I was consistently getting about 9 to 10 hours average. My battery has clearly degraded over this year's use. And with my iPhone 16 Pro Max, I am getting between 10 and 11 hours of screen on time and sometimes even more. For workload reference and comparison, I mainly use my phone to communicate, so things like text and phone calls and WhatsApp, watch YouTube, listen to music, audiobooks, and minor gaming only a couple times a week. If battery life is something that's very important for you, even though the S24 Ultra is a good phone, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is clearly going to last you longer. Now, both of these phones are super fast. Which is more, take a sip of water and save fluid? Oh, God, not again.
Fluid? You can't keep reusing
water, fluid. It's fine,
man.
Okay, you're better than that. The S24 Ultra has a Snapdragon 8 Generation 3. The 16 Pro Max is rocking the A18 Pro chip. You are not going to have any issues playing the latest games or doing high-intensive tasks on either of these phones. I find that speed tests are less and less interesting because all phones are pretty similar these days in their respective price ranges. What tends to differ most, however, is these small things: the software animation, the animation style, animation duration, its overall fluidity when actually navigating through your device. Here is a quick comparison doing some normal things on your phone between the S24 Ultra and 16 Pro Max. Now, let's get into some of the unique software features of each device, and note that some of these software features might overlap with other Android devices, as well as some of these software features can definitely overlap with possibly some older iPhone generations. For reference, I'm running One UI 6.1, Android 14 on my S24 Ultra, and iOS 18.2 on my 16 Pro Max.
Using ChatGPT, give me a photo of a Subaru WRX STI on a racetrack in the dirt. Write me a short poem about how Florida summers are the worst. Write me a story about how a person saved Christmas from a dragon and helped Santa deliver the presents for the kids.
I am an Android fanboy. Everyone who watches my videos knows that I prefer Android. This comparison has not swayed me to stop using Android phones, but taking everything into consideration, let's tally up the comparison. The camera. The iPhone was consistently better overall, especially when it comes to movement and low light photos. The screen. Samsung wins hands down. Speakers. iPhone was a little bit better in my opinion. Haptics. iPhone does feel better. And battery, iPhone lasts longer. Fluidity, iPhone animations are too slow, but Samsung is slightly choppy still. I think iPhone has the edge overall. This might change with One UI 7, but we'll have to see. Exclusive software features, Samsung offers way more. iPhone is improving quickly, however, and I think Samsung gets the win here, but Samsung needs to improve more and more with the S25 Ultra because Apple is catching up so quickly. With all that said, I have to give the win to the iPhone when it comes to what phone is the best of 2024 for the person who just wants the overall best experience. For me personally, I will still take the S24 Ultra. Thank you all for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe for more if you like what I do, and I will see all of you next time.